Imagine if you were a student all over again in school and you've just written your exam, and for some reason a month later the teacher comes back and says you have to give the exam again. Typically any student would say, oh my gosh, I have to learn all of this again. And that's been the challenge with the education system and the schooling that we're brought up in, where we're constantly asked to learn to have very short-term memory. And if we were to reapply those skills in the future, it feels like you're learning all over again. The reality of learning in today's working world is very different. True learning takes place from within our work, not outside of it. A simple model that explains this is where we learn primarily in three ways: through experience, exposure, and education. Let me explain that a bit further. In the fast-changing world that we live in, the luxury of going on a training program once in, say, 12 or 18 months, following a fixed curriculum, is fairly outdated for today's needs. There is no magic pill. It's like saying, we'll send you on this one amazing program and it'll prepare you to become the leader you need to be in the future. Right? Wrong. It's actually the breadcrumbs of knowledge you gather in your flow of work over a period of time that help you become an expert in what you need to do. Today's high-performing people and teams learn best on the job and in the practice of what needs to be done by doing the work, so that learning has to be as close as possible to the flow of work. Every working day is an opportunity to learn. The difference to maximize this opportunity lies in our mindset. This is called learning from experience. The second area of learning is about learning from exposure. Learning from exposure is about working in teams and learning from other people. It can be colleagues, mentors, coaches, role models, and the variety of conversations you have with these people on a weekly, quarterly, and an annual basis. And lastly is about learning from education or formal training programs, learning programs, online learning, and so on. So to wrap up, bulk of our learning, perhaps almost 80 to 90%, happens on the job by working and learning with and from others. And probably only 10 to 20% is through formal learning programs. So I hope the next time you think of your team's development or your own, it shifts your thinking to the above model. And the future personal development plans that you build are not just a list of training programs, but also how you learn on the job by either working on new projects, assignments, or just improving the standards of what your current portfolio is to make you the expert in what you do.